What's going on? This is My Life in the Shop. I'm your host, Donald Washington. I have Renee here with me. Story out of Grand Rapids, Michigan. August 17th, a couple, which looks like a fairy tale couple, ends up tragic. What's going on with this case, Renee?
Yeah, so on August 17th, at an apartment complex out of Grand Rapids, Michigan, police responded to a call of shots fired. When they arrived, they found 38-year-old Alicia Lofton deceased from multiple gunshot wounds. Later that day, her husband, Marcus Lofton, 42 years old, was arrested, and believe it or not, he allegedly admitted to committing a murder. And this is also saying this is a day after she filed for divorce. And I think we have some more background info on the couple as well.
Yeah, absolutely. So look, y'all, check this out. It's going to say that court records detail the final moments of Alicia's life. According to the records, Alicia and Marcus had a history of domestic violence in their relationship. They're going to say the couple married February 2023. But however, in May of 2023, Marcus was arrested for allegedly harming Alicia. A condition from the bond of the arrest was that there's no contact with Alicia. All right. One thing I want to point out, though, and say is that in one of the articles, and some of the people were saying on Facebook that she went live to blast him. That public humiliation, that social media is very dangerous. Now, I want to show you guys, this looked like the perfect couple. Look at these two. This is footage from his Facebook page. This is footage from what, if from outside looking in, this is the dream couple. What you think, Renee?
So, one thing I wanted to mention when you talk about the no contact order in May, if you go back and look at his background, I think he had a few gun and drug charges in his record.
You know what? Yeah, like I'm going to pull up the article in a second.
2014.
Yeah.
So I'm just curious. Yeah, go ahead.
So here's what the story is going to read. They say on August 17th, per Marcus's account, this is what he told the police. He and Alicia began to argue over the pending divorce and selling of their home. During the argument, Marcus retrieved Alicia's handgun from the drawer and began to assault her. So he began to pistol beat her. The gun fired, and Alicia ran to her bedroom, locking the door behind her. Marcus broke in that door and opened fire on his wife as she attempted to jump through a window. Police found Alicia lying on the grass, deceased from multiple gunshot wounds to the head and the body. Marcus was long gone. So now, I found this on Facebook as well. They're saying, meet Marcus Lofton, a brother allegedly on the down low, whose wife found out about it and went live on Facebook to blast him once serving him divorce papers. People, I did another story about a female found out somebody was on a DL and blasted him on Facebook Live. Dude ended up ending her life over that. People, Facebook is a very powerful tool, especially your husband. You go to Facebook Live, that's crazy to do that, and that's your husband. You know what I'm saying? And then just to hit him out the clear blue sky with that.
I agree. She definitely should not have taken that to Facebook Live, especially with him having a criminal background, and you already had to have a no contact with him in May, and he was arrested for harming you. So she definitely, if she didn't want to make the marriage work, she definitely should have gotten out of there quietly, and I don't know, maybe even have left town because he still found her and did what he did. So yeah, very tragic.
Right, yeah. They take restraining orders very seriously. Now, so here goes some of the videos people are putting up and are claiming this is what some of the stuff that she saw and some of the stuff that she was looking at. Now take a look at this. What do you guys think? They're just saying some of this. Now look at this. This is what videos people are putting up.
That looks very innocent to me. It just looks like two men at a club dancing.
Right.
And they're not necessarily dancing on each. It's just like they're just out, two guys having fun. I personally don't think I see anything.
Right there, right. Okay, so now you guys look. This is crazy because the perfect couple. I mean, this is them throughout the entire marriage. People were saying they just looked it so happy. They were always lovey-dovey. Now look on the right side of her hip. It looked like she got a gun right there. On the right side of her hip. That's it right there. That's on her hip. And look at and that's so crazy how something like this can happen because look how loving and they was.
Yeah, so when you go back to the incident in May with the no contact order, that's just very concerning to me. Usually, when you have to file some type of paperwork for someone to stay away from you, that's something that you need to take very seriously.
All right, so if you guys can notice, that's a gun on her hip right there. So that's definitely confirmed that she had she had possession of the gun, and this is why
Right.
when you get your concealed carry, they train you on it. You got to take that training seriously because you cannot leave that gun open for everybody. If that's yours, man, keep it locked up. Keep it hidden from everybody. That's yours. You keep it, and never pull it out until you ready to. And unless you really planning on. I saw a video where a girl held somebody. She held the gun and made sure dude left. And when dude tried to get close to her, she popped him. So she told dude, leave, and she held it. So, man, sometimes a gun is good for a female to have in her protection. However, you gotta have training to understand how to use it and when to use it. Somebody come to argue with them, you can hold them at bay and make sure, hey, homie, don't come close. If you come close, I'm using it. And that's what she should have done.
So it's like she had it for protection, right? And it was in her apartment in the drawer. I believe that's what the article says. And he got hold of it, right?
He knew where it was, and she probably just thought it was just another argument. They probably been in several arguments, and she probably just thought, this is his mugshot here. This is now. What's sad is that we got to remember, there's kids that lost both of their parents. Not just one. They lost two parents.
If I'm not mistaken, I believe those are her kids.
Oh, really? And not his?
If I'm not mistaken, I believe those are her kids.
Okay, so this is their GoFundMe. Story's going to read, hey, everyone. We're from Grand Rapids, Michigan. I have created this on behalf of my nieces and nephews. Their mother was tragically taken from them August 17th. And my nieces, with my niece's permission, I want to help them as many ways as possible. Money nor will bring back their mother. Okay, maybe you're right.
Yeah.
But I want help and relief, expenses. My oldest niece. So they lost their mother.
Right.
No dollar amount. $100, community has spoken. Tragic. Because, now children are without a mother. This is some of the posts. Right. Somebody put this. They got married in February. His wife found out. But this is what he put up. People were saying this was suspect too. Hold up. It's too many dudes talking about what they would have done at Jeffrey Dahmer's house. First of all, we didn't know that they were. I don't know what that meant. I don't know what that means. But go ahead, Renee.
So he does. I don't know if he talked about this or not, but his criminal background record allegedly about the drugs and the guns or firearm possessions or something he's not supposed to have a hold of. I think we said this a few times on a few different shows about women in particular, especially with children, to do background checks and know what to look out for. Because now these three kids don't have a mother. So I'm really curious to, of how they met and when did she see signs of this aggression in him?
Well, first and foremost, his background, I don't see nothing. Now, I say this all the time. Do background checks. Men and women, when y'all get married, when y'all in a relationship, do a background check on that person. You do not know what's going on. Do a background check. But in this case, it doesn't always, because if you'd have done a background on him, even if that's true, that wasn't that bad. 2000, that was 20 years ago. Previous found guilty of crimes of firearms and drugs. It could have been marijuana. That ain't bad. And somebody having a pistol or something. That ain't that bad. And that was 2000, 2002, 2014. So that
2014.
was some
Yeah.
years ago. You know. But ladies, definitely find out if he's violent, been locked up, find out all that. And take precaution
Yeah.
and be careful. However, it doesn't always in that side. But in this case, I think what took this over the edge and out of was that public humiliation. That
The
public
public
humiliation.
humiliation. Yeah. And then keep in mind, she had the no contact order. That was in May.
Right. She should have took
Right.
that.
So yeah, you have to take that stuff seriously. So if you had to have a no contact order, and I know you know that old saying about a piece of paper won't protect you. Well, that's true. It won't. In an article, they got a GoFundMe, and the two kids are preparing to go to college while they have to, unfortunately, bury their mother. So this is just a horrific story.
Anyway, appreciate you coming on, Renee. Make sure you guys like, subscribe. Let me know what you think about this video. Peace, y'all.
City on fire. Ooh, down to the wire. It's my life in the shy. Ooh, it's my life in the shy.